And a pleasant good Monday morning. It's the 17th day of May, and the regular season in the NBA has wrapped up. The Lakers will be playing the Warriors in the play-in game on Wednesday night, and of course the Grizzlies will play the Spurs in the other play-in game in the West. In the East, it got the Celtics against the Wizards, and the Hornets against the Pacers. And here's how it stands right now for the rest of the NBA. The Utah Jazz will play the 8th seed. The Phoenix Suns will play the 7th seed. The Denver Nuggets will play Portland after Portland's win last night, so it's going to be a rematch. And the Clippers will play Dallas. The Eastern Conference picture is that the Sixers will play the 8th seed. The Nets will play the 7th seed. The Milwaukee Bucks will play the defending Eastern Conference champion Miami Heat. And the Knicks will play the Hawks. This is going to be fun. Yeah, the top 6 get a week off, so they're well rested. But be careful what you wish for, Phoenix and Utah. Everything gets reset to 0 when the playoffs start. Unfortunately, the Dodgers were unable to sweep those Miami Marlins. Now it's on to the Arizona Diamondbacks for the first meeting of the year. And the Angels, of course, lost 4 out of 6 on the road trip. Now they're home against the Cleveland Indians. And the Padres have just completed a sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals, their first sweep of the Redbirds in a decade. Yeah, and the Padres trailed the Giants by only half a game. Hopefully that will change this weekend. And yeah, with a lot of players on the injured list, the Dodgers are still finding ways to win, even when our best player isn't 100%. Yeah, whenever a player goes on the injured list, they get rusty when they return. That's why they go on rehab assignments for conditioning. But it's only temporary. A lot of players get days off now in baseball. It's not like it used to be, when Cal Ripken played in like 2,632 consecutive games throughout the 80s and 90s. Lou Gehrig, of course, was the Iron Horse. Of course, you had Miguel Tejada and Steve Garvey. Yeah, playing in 1,000 consecutive games, it's hardly heard of anymore. Players really need to get days off, so they can rest. Or, they'll come in as a pinch hitter or be a defensive replacement in the late innings. But playing in consecutive games, it means you actually start the game. You actually start. And you play all 9 innings, really. But yeah, that record will never be broken. Also, a happy birthday going out to Bob Saget, from Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos. He even made a couple of appearances in Entourage. Also, a happy birthday to Wiki Gonzalez and to Jose Guillen and Carlos Pena. And also a happy birthday to George Johnson from the Brothers Johnson, also known as Lightning Licks. Yeah, George Johnson for sure. And also a happy birthday to Darnell Van Rosler of Shy. Yeah, that R&B quartet from the 90s. Meanwhile, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all later. And yes, let's try to get back in the win column for both the Dodgers and the Halos. And yeah, so we have a day off for the NBA right now. The Eastern Conference play-in starts tomorrow. Western Conference play-in is Wednesday. So it's going on for a few days. Next weekend is when the full slate of playoffs start. All right. Amen.